saw her. She's picking me up from I just got the car. She picked me up, took me to the liquor store, and the next I was sitting there, and I just got back from Canada with katanas in my backpack, and a big fight with them, and she gets her husband goes to the liquor store, and then she gets out of the car, and pretty soon there's 3 cars parked around her car, and they're bashing their windows in all over the parking lot, glass flying everywhere, and they have their kids in their car, breaking their windows while their kids are sitting in the car. And my sister's sitting there holding a bag of methamphetamine, about that deep, about that wide, in her fingertips, smiling. And I pulled my katanas out, and I said, "Stop, everybody, stop." And Barbara, my sister, said, "You now." I said, "Call the police." He said, and she's holding that bag of methamphetamine. She says, "You better get out, or you're gonna get killed." So I took a hike, got out of there, right? Got my backpack out of the car and left. I was supposed to go to her house today. Never ended up at her house. I ended up back out on the street. And I got a hold of the police, and I said, "My sister just ripped those people off for a big bag of methamphetamine. You ought to go arrest her. Those fucking people down in Mexico will fucking kill us for doing that." Right?
Well, people seem to think
if
that that's the figment of our imagination.
Mexican cartel, they'll sue you, man.
They're also stealing people's families, even around here.
That's the war. That's the war about it. Well, yeah, they've been stealing drugs from those people, and that's what happened.
Well, they also slander our names. Like you noticed when you were talking about the Chevron down there. Like
the Mexicans weren't dirty with my sister breaking into the car and stealing the methamphetamine while they were in the liquor store.
Well, what I was saying is that, like with those people down at the Chevron telling you that I killed somebody, like that's obviously not the case. If I killed somebody, I wouldn't fucking be here.
That's vigilante. They're not supposed to say shit like that. They're supposed to take it to court.
And they don't.
They're supposed to take you to court.
And they didn't.
Tell me stories like that. Until the court has your ass, I can't believe anything. I can't even read your mind.
Exactly. A lot of people seem to think that they can. They just project their insecurities and their stupidity on me. But the thing is, people want to keep on accusing me. Every time somebody ends up dead, it's always, "Oh, Sean must have done it. Sean must have done it." Like, shit, I've killed 0 people in my lifetime.
Yeah.
So if people telling you stuff like that down at the Chevron, and then there's that, like, which one was it? Was it the older guy with the long hair or the younger guy with the long hair? The older guy? Yeah. Yeah, he's the one that came out and told me I wasn't allowed there anymore.
Yeah, he's fucking.
I knew it was something to do with that. It always is. People come up to me and say, "Hey, you know that place you're not allowed to go anymore? Well, they said you killed somebody. They said you killed somebody."
All right, I'm in the physical tomorrow. Yeah,
The cops were telling people here that I killed people. They told people in Warrenton that I killed people. Like, it's getting blackballed by the police. They know what they're doing is illegal.
No, I don't mess with Mexican. They tried to accuse me of stealing coke one day, and I said, "No, that was somebody else." I showed them. They go, "Oh, I see."
Well, that's one thing.
They were going to kill me.
One thing about the Mexicans, even the gang members that I know, they never gave me problems.
Mexicans are fine people until you rip them off, and then it's over with.
Or fuck with their families.
That's what it is. These kids go down there and steal drugs. They steal cocaine and methamphetamine from Chile. They bring Chilean methamphetamine over to Mexico and then import it to America. And these people that do drugs up here steal from them and causes this fucking war.
Well, the thing is,
from each other, and hey, like they're supposed to, the money would circulate right in front of your face.
I'm highly credible, and I have experience in all these situations. I also have evidence of these different things happening. The problem is nobody listens to me.
Me and Mexico get along just fine until the fucking drug situation opens, and then we get away from each other until it's solved.
Well, with me, I'm having problems with getting help because I get slandered everywhere I go by law enforcement. You know, they run around to the different places that I've been and tell people that I'm a killer.
That law is a two-state game. It's fucking
Well, it's not
dog
legal
eat
for
dog
them
right
to.
there.
It's not legal for them to target an at-risk adult the way that they do. They're supposed to protect us, not harm
That's
us.
what the people voted on, and that's how they rule the law.
Well, the law's written
Laws
to
made
help
by the
us, and the
people.
way that it's being
They
interpreted
say we
is
need
the
this law,
opposite.
and then they go and vote on it.
They
Whatever
refuse to
it
help
says
us
it's
and
going to
then
be,
pretend
that's
like
what
they
we
helped
have
us.
to fucking take care of, right? The only way you're going to get it the way you want it is go and vote. Once you vote, man, then it's fixed. Otherwise, you can't do nothing to the law. If you're not voting on what law it's going to be, then you're going to have to put up with what law it's going to be.
Well, poor people are, in general, prevented from taking part or an active part in the government. They're also often discredited, or if you speak up, you get arrested, or beaten, or shot.
If you need to change something, always remember to vote. That's what happened when.
The only thing that kept
Trump
me from
fucked
getting
up,
shot was that Natalie was all over the news before the cops got a hold of
when
me.
fucking Trump fucked up, and I got him out of office. That's because I voted. If I wouldn't have voted, Trump would be right there in office. And I did it because I wanted to bust fucking Barack Obama and the cartel for knocking down 9/11. And you know what? Biden's sitting there, and because of Kamala Harris, he thinks he has an excuse out the door because he says, "Oh, those people are fucking shot." You need to open free and loud and clear.
Well, the part that affects me, especially here, is people running around telling people I'm a killer.
It's like
I get harmed everywhere I go because of that.
They were going to bust Barack Obama for cocaine. I mean, they were going to bust Joe Biden for cocaine in his office. And I got on the Facebook and I said, that's not his cocaine. Cocaine bust was in Canada. They're just trying to lace him up so we look dirty like them. And you know what? They acquitted that fucking cocaine charge on fucking Joe Biden. Because they laced up his office. Because Joe Biden and Barack Obama was in the office
when
when
that
fucking guy got busted for cocaine.
I'm only
That's the
saying
drug
it
war.
jokingly.
That's the drug war. Believe me.
I'll be back over to my vehicle and eat my mac and cheese.
You have a good day. I'm going to be here till 3:30 and then I got to go back down the coast.
Yes, sir.
And I'll see you later if you don't see me again.
Be safe, George.
I will.
Well, that's George Kent. He also goes by Randy. And he came up to me earlier. He wanted to sit on that corner, fly a sign, and make some money. He does make a lot more than I do. Real quick, too. He also talks a lot. He's also got this idea in his head that Canadians are evil and a bunch of other stuff that's kind of out there. But he came up to me today, and this is something that's real common just about everywhere I go. The police tend to run around everywhere I go and slander my name, literally everywhere I go. Tell people that I'm a drug dealer, a drug addict, and a murderer everywhere I go. Police are all bad people. There is not a such thing as a good police officer. None of them are good people or they wouldn't be police officers. We also get to see how hypocritical people really are. People who say, oh, I never go to the cops, I don't go to the cops, they're bad. But they do go to the cops, don't they? Mostly, not when a crime is committed against them, but when they're afraid of consequences. He's one of many people out here who exhibit signs of schizophrenia and delusions. Many people. He's also a nice enough guy. He was also buying between $400 and $600 worth of gift cards to send to Yang every month, just out of the Fred Meyers here. According to him, they're married. She supposedly lived in Washington State. Then she was in the Philippines. Now she's a Korean national. The man literally spends over $1,000 a month to send to this woman in Korea. And where does he get it all? Some of it is disability money. December of last year, he sent Yang over $4,000. And it's always in gift cards. She gets the gift cards. He sends her the numbers for the gift cards. And she somehow has some sort of scam going on where she converts it into cash. I guess it works. So he's sending all this money to a lady in Korea who's ripping him off, and American people who feel bad for this guy are giving him money. He literally makes thousands of dollars a month because people feel bad for him. He is a much older guy. He does have gray hair. Now, one of the things that's difficult is separating fantasy from reality. The fact that he came up to me and told me about the guy at the Chevron, claiming that I had killed somebody. And of course, there's Ashley Farnsworth claiming the cops told her I killed somebody. This is how they cut me off, is by lying everywhere that I go. You want to pretend that police aren't going to go slandering my name to try to cover up for their wrongdoings? You're complete trash. But then again, who's going to believe that old man, especially after he started going off about Obama and about how his messages are in specific, what did this and what did that? Like, yeah, nobody's going to fucking listen to that shit. They feel bad for him, so they give him a lot of money. A lot of money. And where's that money going? Well, he's getting taken advantage of. It's all going overseas. Meanwhile, there's people here who are hungry. They'll sit there for 3 or 4 days and not make what that man makes in an hour. They just don't look desperate enough. And this guy is like the perfect guy, the perfect fall guy if you're running a scam. It's true. So this Yang lady, she very much comes across as a Layla Johnson type. Do I really believe that he's married to... This girl looks 15, seriously. She looks like she's 15 years old. Now he says that's just because she's Asian. Well, maybe. Maybe. But this guy is old. Like, every hair that he has is gray, old. He's also been out here for a while. His skin is weather beaten like leather. Dried and cracked in places. But he doesn't have the telltale marks of using heroin or methamphetamines. He has the telltale marks of loneliness. And that's what this Yang lady is preying on. For over a year, she's been telling him, oh, well, if you send me money, I'll come back to the United States. Oh, I don't have enough money to come back to the United States. Oh, my stuff got stolen, my stuff got stolen, my stuff got stolen, my stuff got stolen. Dude lives out here on the streets. He's sending me pictures of this woman living in the lap of luxury in Korea. Would you fucking move out of that? No. No, you wouldn't. If you found some sucker to pay for all your shit while he's homeless, you would fucking jump on it. Most of you would, and most of you have. That guy's getting taken advantage of. He's been getting taken advantage of for over a year. So he tries to come up with verification to show that she's real. I have no doubts that she's a real person. It's definitely a real person scamming him. Whether or not the person in the pictures is the person that's scamming him, I don't know. But usually scammers don't like to use their own picture. One guy in North Korea was scamming people across the internet, right? One of them stories you read about. Now this guy was taking stuff out of American catalogs, the women who were the most attractive, and he'd go through these catalogs and he'd find a woman who's in a lot of these catalogs. A lot of them. So he had a lot of different pictures of her. And then he'd just pretend to be her. Just lead on American men. Oh, I'm in Germany. I'm in Africa. I'm in Russia. Or of course I'm in Korea. Now that guy, as far as the information I needed out of him, I needed to know if it was the older guy or the younger guy who was claiming to him that I killed somebody. It's the older guy. Long hair, he's got a beard, kind of has a limp too. That's the thing, nobody cares what the truth is. Especially with the cops running around telling people I'm a murderer. And other people in town running around claiming I'm a murderer. Sometimes that's all it takes. Small towns. You just run around and fucking spread slander. And then people treat that person like shit. Fuck this goddamn country and everyone in it. That guy there isn't the guy I should have to go to for help. But the people that I'm supposed to go to for help won't help me. for the same reason you won't help me. You have no respect for white people, men, or the disabled. No matter what, you're going to make up some excuse why the victim fucking deserves it. Or you're going to change the subject. Oh, you just need to get a job. Yeah, you know what? If a rape victim gets a job, is that going to prevent her rapist from raping her? No. If he's got a history of doing it over and over again, is having a job going to make it more difficult or easier? It's going to make it easier because then she's on a schedule. Y'all are fucking idiots. You leave us out here to depend on people like George for help. People like Lori for help. The hell is wrong with you? You send us around in circles for peer support, and the only peer support that's here is for drug addicts. All feeling sorry for themselves and feeling sorry for the other addicts, but not giving a holy goddamn about the people whose lives they fucking destroyed. Oh, poor them, they destroyed other people's lives. Holy shit. Then there's the Farnsworth family situation. Jesus fucking Christ, that's not a fucking nest of hornets there. Thieves and physical abusers and drug addicts. Fucking Christ.